Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've decided to do something a little bit different today and put a voiceover to the video I filmed on the 15th of June, the first day non-essential stores were allowed to open. So we've just gone past Primark, and as we were all guessing, it had a queue outside. But with the new social distancing rules, most of the stores on Oxford Street are going to have a queue, and probably for the foreseeable future. Yeah, Russell and Bromley, they had clear 2 meter distancing rule labels and instruction. New Look was closed, what I was surprised about. I think the award for the most elaborate security check before entry goes to Next. The security guard was checking everyone, giving instruction, explaining the procedure, and hand sanitizer was available. Now this queue really surprised me because as I came towards it, I was wondering what store is it for, and on this side of the road, on the right hand side, there's not many stores what I'm interested in. So I was just thinking, oh, what is it for? Uniqlo? Or is there like a special sale? And then I realized, oh, okay, it's for Sports Direct. I know this might sound a little bit strange, but for me, lockdown won't be over until McDonald's is open again. I think, seeing McDonald's shut just puzzles me. With the Black Lives Matter protests and COVID-19, there's a much bigger police presence on Oxford Street. So this tower on the right hand side, this seems to be new. And because it was the reopening of non-essential stores, there was a lot of photographers and film crews around the area. We're coming up to Oxford Circus station. The left hand side was exit only, and they're only allowing people to enter on the right hand side next to Niketown. I could see that Niketown had a queue, so I decided to go and have a look. So around Oxford Street and Regent Street, they've put up these stands with hand sanitizer, a map, and some information about COVID-19. You can see that there's a film crew, and there's quite a long queue for Niketown. I was wondering if there was a limited edition trainer or something special, but I realized it was due to the 30% off. Another thing what I've noticed, and they've done it at a number of different high roads, is basically put pedestrianised part of the road. So I guess it's to allow more people to use the pavement and socially distance while shopping. We're just coming towards the Apple store, and yep, it's another store with a very long queue. So the queue goes all the way around, and because of social distancing, they've kind of broken it up. There's a lot of staff at hand with PPE.
Teacher put him to show that he's doing his job. But now for acting vision.
So we're on Regent Street right now, and I'm just walking down, going towards Piccadilly Circus. On the right hand side is Hamleys. I know obviously I've outgrown toys, but it's just one of those kind of London landmarks. And you know, if you're in the West End, you've got kids. It's somewhere you always go to do your shopping, or even just have a look. More social distancing reminders, more kind of pedestrianized walkways. Regent Street seems to be constantly getting refurbished, new stores changing hands. Especially this store on the right hand side. It used to be, well, a long time ago it was Tower Records. Then it kind of changed to close, and it's kind of been empty for the last couple of years. So we're at Piccadilly Circus station entrance, and you can see the famous advertising billboards. He saw me filming, so he decided to do a little trick for the camera. I can't believe how empty Piccadilly Circus is. If you came here maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, it was a lot worse, a lot less people around, especially on the weekends. So this area is kind of tourist central. It links kind of Chocadero with Leicester Square, and all the stores on the left and the right are basically just for tourists. A few restaurants, and some theatres, but mainly kind of suitcases, key rings, tourist junk basically. I used to complain about how many tourists there are in this area, and didn't really like going around here, but now it's very quiet. I was gonna walk straight towards Leicester Square, but I decided to take a left and go to Chinatown. I haven't been in Chinatown for a few weeks, so I wanted to see how many of the restaurants and takeaways have opened. On the right hand side is the famous Prince Charles Cinema. Do you think you're gonna go back to the cinema after lockdown's lifted, or you happy just watching Netflix at home? So most of the restaurants and cafes and bars are still closed. There's a couple of bakeries what have reopened, but most of the restaurants in Chinatown are still closed. So I think this is a good place to stop the video. Thank you for joining me on my little walk from Oxford Street to Chinatown. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment.